Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm the Game Bastard Kyle.
Todd.
You got Corey.
I'm Austin.
I guess I should say I'm DJ Bastard because we're playing Spirit of 77.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
You control the weather with your vapes?
Yeah. Well, in this game, the Game Master's called the DJ.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to play it while listening to the rockin' sounds of the 1970s.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
Yeah.
For several reasons.
I just saw some of that final Black Sabbath concert and it was painful.
Oh, did they do the last one?
Yeah.
Before Sharon strangles Ozzy? in
Oh,
his
she
sleep?
did. She did it on stage.
Oh.
It was sad.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we playing?
Spirit of 77.
R.I.P. Oz.
This is a game by David Kizia and Bob Richardson.
Right on.
Yeah, you're in the zone, Todd. I can tell.
It's powered by the apocalypse.
Todd was 35 in 1976.
Yep.
Was.
This was kickstarted a year or two ago. I don't recall, but it was a very popular Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Did well. And we've been looking forward to play it for a while. We got the book in. It's an awesome book.
Yeah.
It's a fat little fella. It's got sex, drugs, and rock and roll in the back. The best parts of a bad decade is how they describe it.
Okay. So basically, it's very influenced by the exploitation films of the 70s.
Yes. It is essentially a distillation of every genre of exploitation film from the 70s.
Yep.
Well, and TV shows, not just the films.
Sure.
This is the blurb on the back. Hey there, all you boppers. Get ready for slam, bang, action, and high-octane excitement with Spirit of 77, the 1970s pop culture RPG that turns up the volume and never slows down. It's Spirit of 77. Can you dig it?
Yes.
So someone's seen a Shaft.
Yeah.
But we're going to play this. We're very excited. In case you don't know about Powered by the Apocalypse games, Austin, do you want to explain how they work?
So most of our actions come down to direct tie-ins to our attributes, meaning the might, hustle, smooth, brains, and soul of our characters, which corresponds to strength, agility, charisma, intelligence, and spirituality. Now, everybody that's listened to this show before, especially the Powered by the Apocalypse games that we played, knows that there's essentially an allotted fixed number of moves that you can make as a character, like fight, detect something, investigate.
But they will always change the name of the moves to fit the genre, so to speak, of what it is.
Yeah, like this one is beat down for things like melee combat, and so you'll be using your might for that.
And smoke his ass.
Yeah, and so when I'm trying to roll to make a beatdown on somebody, my character has 0 for his might, but it doesn't mean that I have none. It just means I don't get a bonus, because all of our actions are determined by rolling 2d6. You're trying to get over a 10 or at least a 7 to 9, which is a moderate success. 10 plus is a...
Total success, I think.
Yeah.
And 7 to 9 is success with a complication.
Right.
And then below that is a failure.
Yeah, if you do that, you're going to join Ozzy crossing that darkness bridge.
Here we go.
And one thing about this particular game is how you can gain XP. As a matter of fact, you gain XP in this game whenever you roll a failure.
Okay.
Or if you give me money.
Well, that's every game.
Yeah,
Kyle.
if you just hand me $1, I will give you an XP.
Damn, your hustle is strong.
I wish it were stronger.
Yeah.
I wish you guys cared more about XP.
But we don't play games very long.
So we decided unanimously, and by that I mean I did, that our game is going to be a TV show set in the 70s called Daniel's Devils, which is a spinoff of Charlie's Angels, of course produced by Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg. So Corey, tell us about your character.
So, like most Powered by the Apocalypse games, it kind of has playbooks that you choose. I chose the Vigilante, but it has a secondary thing called the Story, which I chose Kung Fu. So he's a Kung Fu Vigilante.
So you basically get archetypes and a background.
Yeah, and it gives you your special moves with your character and all that jazz. My character learned Kung Fu by watching, like, the Shaw Brothers and Wuxia movies of the 70s and 60s. He kind of grew up on that kind of stuff. He has taken the name Squatting Monkey.
Okay.
His real name is Stuart Donahue. He has very large feet. It's his distinguishing characteristic.
How large? Large for a person, or are we talking clown shoe?
Picture a wakeboard. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's absurd. He's duck. He should have been squatting duck, actually. No, he just has big ass feet. He's not a large man. He's 5'9", 128. Not.
Jesus, he's 5'9" and has giant feet?
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. For kicking.
Okay.
Injustice.
So just unusually large feet.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's because he's divorced. So you have to choose.
What Kung Fu master isn't?
Hey, so you have to choose a buzz, and it's basically in a world gone mad, and then you add something else, and you choose some things, and this also gives you XP as you progress your character's story. So Squatting Monkeys is in a world gone mad. Squatting Monkey is looking for peace of mind. He's haunted by his past, the divorce, and what it did to his feet. And he gets XP whenever he takes actions to resolve the experience. And Austin's character is my next door neighbor.
Oh,
We had to choose some kind of hook how we're connected.
Austin, tell us about your character then.
My character's a good old boy. That's his role in the game. My background, my story is ex-con. Been in trouble with the law since the day I was born. His name's Delmer T. Wade, nicknamed Trigger.
No.
No, I don't think so.
That's okay. That's why I picked the name Delmer. I just knew that's where we'd be going.
Well,
Squatting Monkey legally changed his name, so
it wasn't doing no harm.
yeah.
He got it from his sensei.
Yeah.
Well, Delmer's good friends with Squatting. I don't really understand everything about him, all of his kung fu dance moves and everything, but he sure is my good luck charm behind the wheel because Delmer's pride and joy, his sweet ride.
Oh, yeah, Austin got a badass car.
Yeah, it's a 1969 Mercury Cyclone named Linda Carter
Oh, nice.
after his first love.
Wonder Woman or just someone from Georgia?
Yep.
Squatting Monkey's ex-wife.
He has a might of 0, a hustle of 2, a smooth of 2, brains of 0, and a soul of -1.
What's your buzz?
Well, he's just looking for love. Fresh out of prison.
What was he in jail for?
Autophilia.
Oh, no.
Watch a Cronenberg movie.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Emphasis on the auto.
Oh, my God.
And one end of the belt tied to the tailpipe, the other end wrapped around his neck.
You haven't had real intercourse until you've done it with a fan belt around your neck.
Todd,
Yes.
round it out.
Well, Kyle, my name is Mitchell Bronk. I'm a former detective who lost his badge. You want to know how I lost it?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
I was a detective in Sacramento, California in 1975. I met this young lady. She was a real beauty. Her name was Lynette. She wanted to be called Squeaky.
Oh, no.
since we're talking about the 70s, let's just go ahead and say she was safely 18 plus, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Because the
So,
70s, they had different values.
So, and one day she says, Bronk, Gerald Ford's gonna be in town. I'm a big fan. I'd like to go see him. So we,
Is he on tour? Opening for Sabbath?
we head down to the Sacramento Park. And she wants to get really close to the president, so I clear the crowd and get her as close as I can, and fucking bitch pulled a gun and tried to assassinate him.
I just love the idea that Gerald Ford is so unbusy in the White House that he's opening for Black Sabbath. He's got nothing to do.
Right.
Just up there doing soft shoe.
They probably didn't even notice somebody tried to kill him.
Well,
They're shooting at Ozzy.
Tony Iommi, no.
So that put a damper on the relationship?
Put a damper on the relationship and a damper on my career.
Oh, yeah. Oddly enough, he was working on the case of who's trying to assassinate the president.
My superiors frowned upon that.
He booked the show, too. That was Black Sabbath never called him again. You all right, Austin?
Austin's trying not to spit out a
Damn it, I
mouthful
had a
of beer.
mouthful of beer.
Oh,
Anyway, after losing my badge, I continued a career in concert promotion. my hook was finding the most inappropriate opening acts for all of your favorite 70s bands.
oh.
Yeah, like the time I got Tip O'Neill to open for Styx.
I thought when he got Dick Butkus to open for Shields and Yarnell, it
Oh,
was amazing.
that's appropriate.
It's-
Yeah. Speaking of incredibly obscure 70s references only Todd knows about, who did you name your character after again?
Well, I chose two. There's of course the famous Joe Dunn Baker Mitchell.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Mystery Science Theater.
Or Joe Don Baker.
And Bronk. That's Bronk with a K. And there was actually a short-lived TV series back in the early 70s called Bronk, starring Jack Palance as Detective Bronk.
Jack Palance and Joe Don Baker dead. They welcomed Ozzy
yeah.
when he got there.
They-
They all ended up touring together, so, you know.
I'm just thinking of all the shit Jack Palance would say to Ozzy Osbourne in hell.
You want to do a push-ups?
Just the
No,
craziest
mate, I
shit.
don't.
Like,
Actually worked for Kiss for about a month. They fired me after I had Glenn Campbell open for them.
Todd, tell me about your buzz and your hooks.
Well, my buzz is that in a world gone mad, Bronk is looking for redemption.
I should think so.
Either as a
Thousands of concert goers agree.
he'll take it either as a concert promoter or as a co-conspirator
Right.
to assassinate President Ford.
Right.
And his hook is, I might be the brains, but squatting monkey makes it happen.
You better believe it. It's really
Nice. So you're telling me this former detective actually takes on cases and sometimes gets the ninja to be his bag man. And because he's my next door neighbor, Delmer just sometimes tags along because he likes watching squatting monkey do his shit.
No, we all work for the same detective agency. That's what our DJ said.
Oh, yeah, that's how we got recruited.
Yeah, you guys work for Daniel's Devils.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's 1977. There's just snowplows moving the cocaine through the streets. I forgot.
New York, 1977. The first shot of the TV show is the docks. There's ships coming into harbor, seagulls flocking, stacks of crates being unloaded.
who's opening for the flock of seagulls.
Willie Nelson.
I was going to say Jerry Lewis.
Oh, you're both wrong. It's Tom Snyder.
I thought he was on tour with the Ramones. What the fuck?
Longshoremen working everywhere, cranes, just the sounds of American industry. There's a huge red cargo ship with Greek lettering on the side. It's docked and things are being unloaded, and we see our characters hidden around the scene, lying in wait, because they know today their target, the drug smuggler known as Jet Johnson, based on Patreon member Jet,
Thank you, Jet.
will be bringing in a load of cocaine. And of course, as our characters are private detectives, this is something they're handling.
And not just watching and benefiting from.
Yeah.
We weren't hired, to arrest anybody. We were hired to find the cocaine because the person paying us likes cocaine. Makes perfect sense to me.
Oh, it's a person in the 70s.
I was going to say in classic 70s TV show format, you were hired by someone that Jed had framed for smuggling cocaine. But I like yours better.
Just a rival distributor.
No, I think it's just Daniels. Daniels Devils. Eric Daniels. Thanks, Patreon member Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
He just wants the cocaine.
I want a side hustle.
Every once in a while, we do a divorce thing, or usual private eye stuff, but sometimes our boss just needs coke.
Yeah.
That's how I got the job. Still looking into my divorce.
What Corey said is very accurate. That is how we first encountered each other in the context of Daniel's Devils. He's investigating his wife before the divorce. Basically was like, is my wife cheating? And Delmer raised his hand and said, yeah.
So, Todd, what the Devils are waiting for is for Jet to show his hand. He's going to be meeting a buyer, and that's when the cocaine will be lowered down from the ship on a crane. And that's when you make your move. Where is Brock hiding on the docks, waiting for this moment? Or what is Brock doing?
He's smoking a cigar. By the way, I didn't give you a physical description of Bronk, but he's about 6 feet tall.
Sure.
Medium build.
All right.
He's bald.
Yeah.
Got brown eyes. He's a bachelor.
There's no way he's not a multiple-time divorcee. A 70s detective. Come on.
He's a bachelor now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that meant something different back then.
After Linda Rodstadt left him.
She really hated David Brinkley as an opener. I'm going to say that Bronk is watching things through binoculars as he smokes his cigar. He is in contact with his other two detectives via walkie-talkie.
Yeah, of course. Right? I mean, you don't have phones.
You know, he's hiding behind one of those giant shipping containers.
Corey, where's your kung fu man?
Squatting Monkey.
Yeah.
Squatting Monkey is perched at the base of the crane
Oh.
because he saw the crane and he wanted to challenge his crane technique
I
against
see.
his eagle claw kung fu.
The giant industrial crane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's a stupid idiot.
You don't have to say that.
So he's hiding under the crane.
Yeah, he's trying to learn things about the crane because he thinks the crane technique is based on the machinery.
God fucking damn it. He's open to every discipline.
So he's like mimicking the crane's movements, raising his arm high and bringing it down over and over again. No, but he's closely studying the situation and trying to keep an eye on any movement from human beings he might see.
Yeah. So the boat is docked, the gangplank is down, and you see Jet walking down it. He's a cool cat dressed in suede with a top hat and 2 monocles.
So just glasses.
No, they're on the same eye.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's that cool. He's standing on the dock now, surrounded by his thugs, a bunch of Greek sailors, dark hair, the blue and white striped shirts that all sailors in the 70s had to wear due to international treaties. And you see the crane is slowly lowering this giant pallet of suspicious white-filled plastic bags.
Okay.
It's New York, it's the 70s.
It's not even in a crate, it's on a damn skid.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on
Just-
a pallet.
Dear Lord.
Just sandbags of cocaine, basically. And emerging from an alley between 2 warehouses is another man. He's dressed in a pinstripe suit, shiny shoes, and you recognize the international fugitive Ramirez, based on Patreon member Colby Ramirez.
Thank you, Colby.
He steps out. The first thing he does is start hacking and coughing, doubling over before he gets his inhaler out. Because, like Colby's horse in One Ring, this Ramirez also has asthma.
Okay.
Man, those inhalers probably hard to come by in the 70s.
Well, it's X-Tech.
Back in the 70s, they just let you die.
So Ramirez approaches the scene, and slowly these drugs are being lowered. These 2 criminals are giving each other, the hard stare of a showdown. The crane sets down, and Ramirez, of course, slices open a bag with a pocket knife, tastes it, immediately has an asthma attack. And Jet says, "Are you going to taste the goods? Have a little sniff?" Ramirez says, "I can't, I'll die."
Okay.
And that's when we learn where Delmer is. Austin, where's Delmer? And I assume he's in his car.
He is, but the camera pans up from the drug deal going down up to the crane in the next slot over on the docks.
The next berthing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where that's holding up a shipping container, and as the camera zooms in on it, we hear an echoey voice say, "Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I can't see fucking shit in here."
Ramirez and Jet look around. "Did you hear something?" Ramirez just shakes his head.
A voice from the container says, "No."
Who's driving the crane that is moving your vehicle, presumably in a shipping container?
Oh, he positioned the container where the car would be able to blast out in the right direction, but he had to do it the night before because he had to move the crane himself. He had to climb across it, climb all the way down the cable, get back in the car in the shipping container. It took a long fucking time to do something this cool, but the setup does not look cool at all.
Okay, well, Austin, if you want to open the scene, what move are you going to use?
Well, there's a couple of options. So our main objective here is to, actually get control of the shipment?
Yeah, get the cocaine for Eric Daniels.
All right, so both gangs kind of look up from what they're doing as they start hearing rumblings coming from somewhere in a very metallic echo as they hear this engine roar to life inside this shipping container that's about 25 feet in the air. And yeah, I'm going to use one of my roll moves and use Hot Wheels, meaning when in the driver's seat, I basically get to add some of the car's attributes to what I'm rolling.
Gotcha.
And in this case, I'm going to deliver a beatdown and try to blast the car out of the shipping container. The double doors will split open on the shipping container, and the car will fly out into the docks, hopefully mowing down at least a couple gang members.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of Greek sailors, for sure.
All right, so I'm going to call this delivering a beatdown, which means I can add the car's power to my roll. Now, normally I'd be rolling with a might, which is 0 in my case. But in this case, I'll be rolling a +2, thanks to old Linda Carter. Well, I rolled a 5 and a 1, but with my +2, at least, that's going to be an 8. So,
Oh, that's pretty average roll.
That's like a success with a complication, right?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
so yeah, there's just this big metallic crunch as the car flies out of the shipping container, and the gang's just here. Hoo-hoo!
The Mercury Cyclone slams into the docks. Greek sailors scatter. Jet Johnson leaps into the air. Ramirez has an asthma attack. The cyclone doors pop open, knocking sailors into the ocean, into crates. There's chaos as seagulls flock around, screeching and yelping and lunging after fish that were just spilled onto the docks. The car slides through these fish, loses traction, and slams into the side of another shipping container on the ground. And we can see that this shakes Delmer up. You're going to take a harm.
Oh, come on now, Linda.
Bronk is watching all of this through his binoculars, smoking a cigar, and also enjoying a rusty nail cocktail.
Of course.
Just have one.
He has a utility belt of flasks.
Yeah, it's inside. It's inside his trench coat. You know?
Yeah.
Now, I will point out that one of my story moves as an ex-con, Delmer is just one of those that's effortlessly good looking. And I'm not just making that up. That's because of this move. One of my moves is Beautiful Disaster, which means that the worse you look, the hotter you seem. So for every 1 harm, I get +1 smooth.
Yeah, he has a cut on his forehead. It's not bleeding. It just makes him look tougher.
Oh, hell yeah. Just in the right spot, right below the eye.
Your forehead is under your eye?
Oh, did you say forehead?
I did say forehead.
Oh, shit.
Come on. You should be thinking a lot about foreheads right now. We just played fucking Klingon.
No, I guess I was just wistfully hoping it was somewhere else.
Jet leaps up. It's Delmer! Pulls a gun out of his coat.
Hell yeah, boy. I always wanted to take Linda for a ride in the snow. Give me them bags.
Get him! And the sailors, those that remain, lunge towards the vehicle. What are Squatting Monkey and Bronk doing?
Well, Squatting Monkey has a move called Eagle Eye.
Yes,
When you take time to study and observe your target, I can roll my brains.
I see.
On a 10 plus, I identify a weakness and deal 1 harm against that target for the rest of the scene. On a 7 to 9, I spot a weakness, but will need to expose yourself. Well, they could have worded that better. Or someone else to danger in order to exploit it.
Okay,
So I've been squatting and watching.
sure.
The old squat and watch is what he calls
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
We zoom in on Squatting Monkey, his eyes flickering over the scene. The music from Kung Fu is playing in the background.
So I've got a 0 in brain, so I picked a dumb move. So I'm rolling my 2d6 here. Well, it's a 4.
Total.
Yep. So I failed the shit out of that.
Squatting Monkey had been studying Jet Johnson, and he believed that he had identified a number of weaknesses in Johnson's form, mainly because Jet Johnson does not know any karate and is just a normal person. So he'd have been very easy to Kung Fu chop. But Squatting Monkey becomes so embroiled in this investigation that when he lunges forward to challenge Jet, he fails to notice that the crane operator had been studying Squatting Monkey.
Oh. Well, I was sitting next to him in that
Yeah.
little compartment.
It was pretty easy. And so when you lunge out, the crane hook comes around and scoops you around the middle and lifts you up into the air,
Ooh.
taking you out of the action. And some of the sailors point in your direction and they laugh, and it hurts your feelings.
No.
But you are in a tough spot, high above the ground now. The chain is ratcheting you up, and Jet sees this and points to the crane operator, shouts, "Put him in the drink!" Todd, Bronk is the only one not imperiled, though he is a little drunk right now.
Well, he's always drunk, Kyle. It's the 70s, and he's a detective.
That's fair. There are union bylaws.
This is just how he
Absolutely.
works.
So they are going to use the crane against Squatting Monkey.
They've got Squatting Monkey. He's in the hook on the crane, and the crane is turning to drop him into the sea.
I am going to smoke the crane operator's ass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you just
All right.
smoke a cigar.
I light up another one.
Gonna step away and just.
No, as a former badge, the move that I picked was Packin' Heat. When firing a pistol, I can extend the range from close to far.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what that does as far as my role.
Well, it just gives you more range to work with. This is a pretty large dock area, so you can pretty much smoke anyone.
So I'm going to draw my 38 revolver, take aim. It says to roll hustle. So my hustle is +1. So taking aim at the crane operator and going to try to smoke his ass. Here we go. That's a 6. I rolled a 5. I get a +1 in hustle.
We always forget how tough Powered by the Apocalypse is.
We're just bad at 70s and
The gun fires. The bullet streaks across the open space, slams into the crane operator's skull, blowing his brains out all over the interior of the cockpit. His body lurches forward, smashing the controls down, which slings Squatting Monkey out over the sea. And then the crane, like an anchor being loosed from a ship, slams into the ocean, carrying Squatting Monkey down to the depths with it. He's now in an even worse position, and Bronk has revealed himself to the other criminals. And Ramirez, after taking a off his inhaler, shouts, "Get him, big guy!" And from the shadows comes a Sasquatch.
what?
Based on Patreon member Squatch.
Okay.
He's in a suit. He works for the New York mob because, unfortunately, logging companies cut down his environment. So he had to adapt. The 70s were very concerned about the environment.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when the EPA was started.
Yeah, because rivers were on fire.
Well, sure.
But also took us a little bit longer to come up with catalytic converters.
So you're all in somewhat of a predicament. Austin, sailors are piling onto your car, banging on the hood, trying to get the doors open, trying to get into you. This is essentially going to be damage to your vehicle, so you could take the hit, which seems like a bad idea, or get out of the way, which is a move. So basically, take the hit is shrugging off the damage, you roll your might, get out of the way is hustle.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to use my hustle and get out of the way. I'm going to try to get Linda cranked and start swinging the car around the docks with the gang members on the hood.
Nice.
My hustle is a 2, and since this is part of keeping your cool, I also get to use my car's power, so it's a +4. Ooh, another 8.
Nice.
So right as the gang members pile on, it's just as they get on the hood that they hear the engine finally roar back to life. You guys want to take a ride on Linda? And he hits the gas.
Linda surges across the dock, smashing into crates, and you clip the cocaine. This is the penalty for having an 8. It slides across the concrete and stops just before toppling into the ocean.
Okay, so it's kind of balancing on the edge.
It's halfway over the edge of the dock, but you go screaming past, punching a sailor in the face.
Yeah, he's going to cut a donut and come back around for another run.
Corey, Squatting Monkey is wrapped around this chain and is descending into the depths of the sea.
Yeah. Squatting Monkey is going to use the move Keep Your Cool. When you act despite an imminent threat or work under pressure, say how you deal with it and roll. So I'm going to say he's going to... There's an option for each attribute. I'm going to say he's going to power through it using his might
Okay.
to try to disconnect his... What's it got him by, like the shirt?
Well, you know those big hooks they have
Yeah.
on cranes? It's just it's hooked around your body because these are huge industrial hooks.
Okay, he's going to try to push himself out of that.
All right.
He has a 2 in might. That is a total of 8. On a 7 to 9, I stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The DJ will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
So here's your ugly choice. You can stay on the chain as it sinks into Davy Jones' briny depths.
And I'm underwater right now, right?
You're underwater.
Okay.
Or you can abandon your bow and arrow
Oh my God.
and scramble up the chain and leap back onto the docks.
Well, I mean, I guess I choose death.
Okay.
I mean, he's got to give up his bow and arrow.
Your bow and arrow had gotten caught in the loops of the chain, and that's what was holding you there.
So the bow and arrow isn't actually an option in this game, but Call said I could use it instead of the 238s.
Yeah, because it's
So
cool.
I've got 2 bows and arrows. So yeah, I'll give up 1. That's fine.
Yeah. No. Now, you will get all your gear back after the scene is over, when it's automatic stuff.
Okay.
So essentially, you just lose it for this scene.
Okay.
Squatting Monkey scrambles back up the chain and leaps off back onto the dock, soaking wet. What happens next? Who's going for the cocaine, which is just starting to tip over.
Bronk will go after the cocaine.
All right. The Sasquatch is chasing you.
Bronk is also going to use Keep Your Cool, but he is going to use it with Quick Thinking, which is his brains, which are a +3. Here's what Bronk is going to attempt to do, Kyle. And if I can get an assist from Delmer on this, it would be awesome.
Okay.
So as the pallet of cocaine is teetering on the edge of the dock, Bronk is going to grab a chain because, it's a dock. There's chains everywhere.
Of course.
With a hook on the end and kind of use it like a lasso and throw it at the pallet, hoping to get the hook into the pallet. Meanwhile, if I can get an assist from Delmer, if he will drive Linda Carter over there next to me, I can attach the other end of the chain to his tail hitch, and he can just drive away with the pallet of cocaine.
Well, I'll do you one better, Brocky boy. I'm not even going to make this an assist. I'm just going to make this my actual action. Seeing Squatch running for Bronk and still currently dealing with the couple of hoodlums on his hood, Delmer hits the gas again, and he starts revving it up, driving along this dock, and he's going to pull a total 360. And as he swings the front end of his car around, he's going to try to hurl these henchmen into Squatch.
Oh,
Sweet.
okay.
So tell me how I do that.
I mean,
Is that still hustle? I am sort of aiming it.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing that's a beatdown, with the car.
Okay.
Hurling the Greeks as projectiles.
Okay, so if it's a beatdown, I don't get the 2 from my hustle. I'm just going to get the 2 from the car, right?
I mean, considering this is driving, I feel like your agility is more impactful than your strength.
Okay. All right. So then that'll make this one a total of +4. Ooh, that's a natural 10. So that's a 14 overall.
The car pirouettes like a ballerina in Moscow, and the Greeks go flying towards Squatch, who only sees them coming at the last minute and cries out, "Not again!" As a pile of Greek sailors slam into him and knock him bodily to the ground.
It's like reverse bowling. Look at all them pins.
Squatch, the enforcer for the New York mob, is throwing men off of him, trying to get up to intercept Bronk, but Bronk's way is cleared.
All right, here we go. All right, I rolled a 5, and I have a +3 for brains, so that's an 8.
Nice.
You get the hook on the cocaine. It is stabilized, and it just pulled your arm out of the socket. You're in a great deal of pain. You're going to take 2 harm. Corey,
Yes.
Squatting Monkey just landed on the dock. The car just drove past you. Bronk has a chain on the cocaine. And that's when you narrowly dodge a flying leap kick from Jet Johnson, noted Taekwondo master, who looks at you and says, "We meet again." And you know him, of course, more intimately as Dancing Badger.
Oh, no. Okay, so Squatting Monkey is going to use his roll move, You Feelin' Lucky Punk? When you successfully use the move Get in Someone's Face, you've managed to scare the hell out of them for good.
Oh, no.
Roll with something extra against them permanently. So Get in Their Face is a might roll. Squatting Monkey springs into action into a kung fu pose, inches away from Jet's face, and says, "Oh, Jet, we meet again, haha. But this time it will be different. This time I have looked at a crane for quite a while, haha. I am divorced, oh."
You see Jet's eyes widen. You've gotten weirder somehow.
Now you would taste my kung fu fury, oh.
I'm assuming, Corey, that Squatting Monkey's dialogue does not match up with his mouth movements.
Well, it's weird because it matches up with his mouth. What he's sign languaging is totally different. It's like Ukrainian sign language.
So do you get to use something extra against him on this roll, or if you get this roll, you get something extra against him forever?
Permanently.
Okay.
Yep. You will forever remember my kung fu because it is the best. Haha. Oh.
Okay.
So I'm rolling my might, which is +2. That's a 6. This kung fu guy sucks.
It is not you. I swear it's the Powered by the Apocalypse.
Oh.
It's so tough.
Jet headbutts you. You're going to take 1 harm.
I somewhat deserve that. At least that is what my wife used to say. I'm sad and divorced. Kung fu hurt. Oh.
Why won't you stop talking? He's going to try to ninja kick you off the dock.
Oh, the pain in my forehead is coming out my mouth now. Oh.
So are you going to take the hit or get out of the way?
Well, he's going to try to get out of the way.
All right. Roll your hustle.
Okay, I have a 2 in hustle. That's a 10.
Hell yeah.
So he steps back and does a leap kick towards you. Then what does Squatting Monkey do?
Call that a leap kick, do you? Haha, your kung fu is quite poor. Watch me flutter away much like a dragonfly. Oh.
I keep getting so distracted. I know this is supposed to be the 70s, but I keep hearing Mandark from Dexter's Lab.
All right. So they're kung fu fighting. Todd, you've got a chain around the pallet of cocaine,
I do.
which is not yet attached to the car, I don't think. Correct?
No.
But it definitely needs to be.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing next?
Well, I will once again use keep your cool. And I think quick thinking again would apply here because it's step 2 of my plan.
I see.
Yeah.
So
and I've
that-
got the front bumper right here ready for you.
My brains are a +3. That's a 6 + 3, so 9.
You hurl the chain towards the car. It wraps around the bumper perfectly. That's when you realize, oh, your arm is definitely wrapped into the chain. It's really going to be hard to get out of this. This seems like a terrible position to be in, but there's no way I can get out of this without losing the cocaine. Austin, what do you do?
Hey, Bronk, remember I told you how to ski? Get ready. And he just hits the gas, and the car roars in reverse.
All right. You're trying to make a getaway?
Not trying to make a getaway, just making the pull to get the cocaine up onto land. We still got to get monkey squats.
I thought you were just going to Fast and Furious the cocaine across New York.
It crossed my mind, but
What move are you using here?
I'm going to call this delivering a beatdown again, actually, because Delmer wants to swing the car again and hurl the pallet of cocaine around with the chain taut to try and clothesline any other henchmen that may be closing in on him.
Okay.
Cut him down. So same roll as last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. +2 hustle, +2 car. That is a total of 10.
The wheels squeal. Smoke fills the air. The car starts driving erratically, swinging this pallet of cocaine around the docks, smashing into things, knocking over henchmen. Bronk is, of course, wrapped up in the chain, flying around. He sees Ramirez coming. He can't get out of the way. By he, I mean Ramirez can't. And Ramirez is cut in half by the chain. Blood splatters all over Bronk. Ramirez's torso goes one way and his legs go the other. His inhaler goes a different direction.
Oh, no.
So Ramirez is dead. The Greek sailors are out of action. You've lost track of Squatch. But Jet, a.k.a. Dancing Badger, and Squatting Monkey are locked in a hardcore kung fu fight.
So there's a loud screech as Delmer slams on the brakes and the car screeches to a stop where Bronk can get untangled from the chain as they look over to see how Squat Monkey's doing.
Squatting Monkey, having successfully dodged the attack of Jet,
Yes.
decides to use his story move, 1,000 Points of Silence.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I have all 1,000 now. I used to have 940, but I worked hard in my training, and now I have 1,000.
I just want you to stop talking.
Okay, when he uses 1,000 Points of Silence, he can strike a pressure point on his opponent using Hustle. On a 10+, they are paralyzed until the end of the scene, until I release them. On a 7 to 9, part of their body, your choice, is paralyzed until the end of the scene, until you release them.
Oh, wow.
So we got a +2 in Hustle. That's a 7. So I can paralyze part of his body of my choice.
I see. What part of Jet's body do you want to paralyze?
His head.
Where's the pressure point that you hit to activate Frozen Head?
His forehead.
Ah! Oh, not again!
I've made your head quite useless. Oh.
Slap attack! And he starts hitting you with his hands because he has those.
I thought his brain would be paralyzed.
You said head, not brain.
no, he just has to turn his body like Batman.
So, are you going to get out of the way or take the hit? Because Jet is an elite Taekwondo master.
So did that not also do harm to Jet?
Yeah, probably. He can't headbutt anymore.
Okay, so taking the hit means I can shrug off the damage from a wound. Mm-hmm. Which this isn't a wound, is it? Doesn't wound have to be a certain amount of...
I think in this case, by wound, they just mean you don't take damage from the enemy attack.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take the hit. I'll roll using my might on that.
Yep. You know, I will say you can roll with a little something extra
Okay.
because his head is frozen, so he doesn't have the normal range of movement he's used to.
Right.
Now, do you know what little something extra means mechanically?
Nope.
Similar to advantage in D&D,
Okay.
you roll with 3d6,
Oh.
and you keep the two highest.
I accept your gift.
And I don't recall that. That may be something in Spirit of 77. I don't recall that rule from other Powered by the Apocalypse games.
Yeah, I'm
really
not
don't
sure.
think so.
Not any of the ones we played. I don't think Monster of the Week has anything like that.
Not that I
there might
recall.
be some skills from some characters we haven't, or playbooks we haven't used that do that, but
Yeah, could be for sure,
yeah. Or maybe you just didn't read the whole damn book.
Yeah, I can barely read.
It's because I paralyzed your eyes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, so I'm rolling my 3d6 using might on this, which is +2. That is a 10. On a 10, I avoid the harm completely.
There's just no strength behind his slaps. It's like being slapped by a child.
Your feeble slaps have no effect on me. It's probably because your head can't move. Ha ha ha. Ooh.
Curse you, squatting monkey.
I miss Linda. Ooh.
Ha! I shall tell her when I return to her later at our penthouse apartment, where we are having sex all the time.
Say, fellows, if one of you still have a weapon, can you shoot this guy in his face?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on anybody getting personal here, but this asshole just didn't count on me having this awesome shotgun.
The sadness is unbearable. Oh.
Yeah, Delmer has a sawed-off shotgun.
I wish people could see Corey's facial expressions. It's so ridiculous.
It's the most neutral he's ever been. Somehow he has the physicality of subtitles.
You're right, actually.
I can't describe it any other way, and I'll be taking no questions.
Yeah.
But that's what it is.
Bronk still tangled in the chain between the car and the cocaine. He sees Delmer going for his shotgun. He wants to be able to assist if necessary, so he is going to use the get untangled from the chain move.
Okay, all right.
And I am going to use brains on that because I think it would take more brains to untangle than it would might.
So this is pretty much like keeping your cool.
Yeah.
That move, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Using your brains, because you can choose whatever you want with keep your cool, but with quick thinking is
Yes.
what brains do, yeah.
Are
right.
these acceptable terms, Kyle?
Yes, this is acceptable.
Okay. Rolled a 5 plus 3, that's an 8.
You slip out, but you have to leave. What gear do you have on you right now?
He slips out and falls into a pile of ropes. Starts flailing.
I have $100 cash. I have a .38 revolver, my disguise kit, and a tape recorder.
So what you didn't realize was that when you were tangled up in the chain, it completely wrecked your tape recorder. It's cracked, and that Alabama CD is lost forever.
CD.
Oh, CD. Tape. And that Alabama tape is lost forever.
It was actually a demo tape from Mudcrutch. Tom Petty's first band.
Just covered in hair. But you are free of the chain.
Cool. So once he's untangled, he throws his now useless tape recorder into the sea, and he goes over and he picks up Ramirez's legs. And he swings them at Jet.
The pants are really nice.
They are.
High thread count. You can tell just by feeling of them.
Oh, they're, yeah.
Roll your beat down.
And that's going to be might.
So he is paralyzed from his head, so you can have a little something extra.
Thank you. That's an 11.
Describe what happens, please. Because I don't want to.
Bronk picks up the legs of Ramirez and rushes toward Jet, who is standing there with his paralyzed head. And he swings the legs into the chest of Jet, knocking him backwards so that he is prone on the dock. And he says, I get a kick out of you.
Oh, cute.
It's just a bloody spine hanging out of the back of the legs.
Now, if he would have hit him with the top part of Ramirez, would that have transferred the asthma into his chest?
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Corey.
70s.
All right, Austin. So you got a little something extra. Jet is in a very vulnerable position.
All right.
You can have a little something extra. So you can roll 4d6.
Oh, wow.
Because he's paralyzed from the head.
Delmer, have you considered using your horseless carriage to peel out on his face? Oh?
Well, I thought about her, but we still got the pallet hooked up to it.
Cocaine.
There is a white fog of cocaine slowly drifting across the docks from a number of the bags that were torn open.
Delmer's just drinking it in.
Delmer, pick up the gun and do that thing you do.
All right. Rolling 4d6 plus 2 from my hustle. That's a total of 12. Rolled a nat 10 on that
Jet's head explodes. The shotgun blasts it off completely into pieces. Spray across New York Harbor.
All the pieces are paralyzed.
one. His Kappa got detated.
Seagulls swing down, screeching towards the piles of brain and skull, consume them.
Squatting Monkey leaps into action using the seagull technique and starts pecking his own his own meal of head for the evening.
Slamming his face into the concrete.
Ow, ow, ow.
The three of you pile into the car. Tires squeal as you drive away from the dock, the chain dragging the pallet of cocaine behind you.
Of course.
You do get locked up for a while on the Brooklyn Bridge. Traffic is pretty heavy today, but you're not the only person with a pallet of cocaine behind their car, so you're not really that troubled. You make it back to your Manhattan penthouse, where the answering machine through which your employer, Eric Daniels, speaks to you is waiting. Well, devils, another job well done. And we'll end there for tonight.
Okay.
Thank you, boss.
I like it.
Yeah, this one's fun.
Yeah, it's some good pulp action with the Powered by the Apocalypse system. I don't know that any of the games we played in this system have been like full on like pulpy. Like there's plenty of genre stuff, but
Yeah.
not anything like action packed, I would say.
Yeah.
You
And-
definitely don't use that in Monster of the Week. And what else? We played Root. That was more of a like mystery investigation type game as well.
Yeah, Brindlewood Bay,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, Root was more of a like political intrigue
Right.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
the first action packed powered game we played.
I like it though.
Yeah,
it's
it's like a cross between Eat the Reich and something powered by the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
Except the system is integrated so well into the standard mechanics of a powered by the apocalypse.
It's very cool, very good production design on everything. The book is rad. The character sheets are very cool. They're basically, the character sheets are from the Department of Corrections. It's like a file on our characters. But just lots of cool little touches in this game. Like they did a really good job with the design on this.
Now remember, you get XP for every time you completely fail a roll.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But you also check your buzz at the end of a session.
It's a big one. We're driving with a big bucket of cocaine.
Well, yeah, if you can give at least one example of how you followed your buzz, you get 1 XP. So did anybody not follow their buzz at least once?
I don't think I did.
Well, Squatting Monkey's still divorced. Is that?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay, cool.
Bronk is looking for redemption, so I would say assisting a friend by beating someone with a pair of legs is redeeming
That
Yeah.
counts.
in the
Yeah.
70s.
Beating someone with legs is in there.
Squatting Monkey's still divorced,
Yeah.
but he takes out his anger and tries to achieve that peace of mind in a Zen type way, which is paralyzing people in their head.
I get it.
Yeah.
And we will definitely be returning to Spirit of 77 for the next session.
Okay,
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'll be happy to run with this for a little bit.
Hey, if you're running with something, let's say you're running a game, you know what you're going to need? You're going to need dice. You know where you get the dice? You get them in NorseFoundry.com. Can you dig it? Or should I say, can you dice it? Because 70s.
I get it.
Oh,
Go to NorseFoundry.com. They have all manner of dice made from all manner of material plus merch. And when you make your purchase, be sure to enter promo code CHAM. That's CHAM, CHAM, for the Bastard Quest 10% discount at NorseFoundry.com. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway Street in beautiful downtown Paducah, right there on the banks of the Ohio River.
I always get paralyzed from the waist down when I go in their bathroom.
I just do coke in there.
It's
Because you
ca-
spend too long on your phone.
yeah, you're sitting on the toilet. They're
No.
meant for 5 minutes max.
Well, I'm trying to take a break.
Oh,
Sober up a little.
And as always, thanks to all of you who listen, who review, who subscribe. Thanks to all our Patreon members. Your money bought this game, as well as many others.
It was suggested on the Patreon Discord.
Yeah. And we had a lot of Patreons featured in our adventure today.
We'd be completely worthless without you. Like we wouldn't know. Like, oh, there's a new game out. We don't know. We don't know anything.
No.
no.
We'd still be playing fucking Dune.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't have internet.
I mean, how many times can you play the Green fucking Knight? I wasn't even a real game.
Session 200 of the Green Knight.
Oh God, we'd be such a popular podcast amongst the A24 crowd.
Thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.